Ladies and gentlemen, the C.E.O. of Philadelphia. Instead, I am going to lay a challenge. Molly Holly, you have made my life hell for the past 2.5 years. And tonight, I see fit to embarrass you in front of this crowd in Cottage Grove. You people here can mark down that you were here February 2nd, 2008 to see the C.E.O. beat the former WWE Women's Champion Molly Holly. But it's not going to be in singles competition. Oh no. This will be a tag team match. So she can find anyone in the back to be her tag partner, but I've got a tag partner of my own, and I'd like to bring him out here right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ariya Daivari.
Well, here we go, folks. NIW. I don't think this really show has a title. It's just NIW presents wrestling. Generic name A or B, maybe. But nonetheless, it's me, Tyler Mear. Currently, I'm by myself. Maybe there'll be more people, maybe not. We'll kind of see. Play it by ear. Brandon Cross is MIA right now. And Malikite just entered the ring, as you can hear. Referee Nate Neumann. And taking on Darius Dreams here. Some of these people I haven't seen in action in months. I haven't seen period in months. So I don't know anything involving wrestling right now. But you know what? It's the journey that we're going to take together. The fans and me, Tyler Mear. So I don't know if I don't know what's going on. Match underway. Our bells got some problems, I guess. I think we just solved that problem. Thanks to our lovely, lovely security guard. And a tie-up here. Malikite and Darius Dreams. These two men looking quite in shape for... maybe they've been wrestling. Well, Malikite has been doing a little bit of wrestling on the side here, while Northern Impact Wrestling kind of took a short hiatus of a few months. But Darius Dreams also just looking sharp. He's been missing a lot of stuff anyways. But anyways, tie-up. Shot to the face there by Darius Dreams on Malikite. Malikite maybe is showing a little bit of ring rust here. And getting dropped, or maybe he's just out of shape. But anyways, as you heard earlier, there's a tag match featuring Ariya Daivari, the CEO, or the boss, or whatever you want to call him, versus Molly Holly and I guess Ryan Cruz, which nice little tag action. Molly Holly Greenwald, sorry. First time wrestling in almost 2 years, over 2 years, something like that. 2005, 2006, somewhere in that region. Wrestling again, so that's pretty intense. Nonetheless, Malikite taunting the crowd here.
right now. Hello, everybody. This is NIW, Northern Impact Wrestling, The Return. My name is Tommy, the Spiderbaby Saturday, and I am joined by Tyler Mears. Say hello to the DVD buyers, Tyler.
Hello, everyone.
All
Been a while.
right.
I know it's
We are here. Yep. We are here in the austere Cottage Grove Armory. We are joining the action as entering the ring, the popular Nate Bash. You know he's popular because, well, that's his name.
Exactly.
What more proof do you need?
That
The
hair
opposite
is-
end. What's not to love about the hair? On the opposite end, the Black Stallion. Joining us all the way from Dallas, Texas, the Black Stallion. Recent darkening, if you'll pardon the pun, of his attitude recently. For the longest time, one of the really popular people here in the indie scene in Minnesota. And these days, not so much.
Oh, totally. I remember a couple of years ago seeing him, and everyone was just ranting and raving about him. And now everyone's kind of like, yeah, whatever. I didn't know he was from Dallas.
All the way from Dallas. Go Cowboys. They're America's team, you know.
It's true.
You know
yeah.
why I know that? Because they say so.
Because they say so?
Same way I know that Nate Bash is popular, as a matter of
Because
fact.
that's what they say?
Absolutely.
You gotta listen to 'em. Anyways, this match underway, I guess.
Indeed.
That
That was very subtle, the way that bell right underneath our noses rang, and you
Yeah.
picked up on that. I'm impressed. You may notice, high above the ring, that is the Northern Impact title. Later tonight, we will see that up for grabs, literally and figuratively. 6% body fat. Rob James continuing his gauntlet, really, in pursuit of that title. The longtime champion, 2 years, on uninterrupted rule. The Prophet. Right now, in the current moment, we've got Black Stallion trying to get in the head of Nate Bash. Black Stallion wisely showing some physical dominance here and letting Bash know. And Bash is no rookie, but Stallion is a real veteran in there.
How long has Stallion been around? Do you have any idea?
Nearly 10 years, I believe.
Since I was a wee child.
He has wrestled. Oh, here, I thought we were talking about the wrestlers, but apparently we're here to talk about Tyler's childhood. Was it a happy childhood?
For the most part.
Clearly.
Ups and downs.
Take one look at you, and the answer is obviously no. You're clearly, if I've ever seen someone getting even with his parents,
Of
it's
course.
definitely you, Mears.
That's true.
Once again, the veteran really establishing here that we're going to be wrestling his kind of match, and Nate Bash seems to have an opinion on that. Whoa. Quick headlock takedown.
Oh, and a pinfall 2 count.
And you see Stallion's obviously trying to dominate with his power, trying to keep Bash. Stallion knows as soon as this match quickens, he loses the advantage.
Bash with a little scare tactic there.
And right there, absolutely proving my point. And boy, I just got done saying that Bash isn't a rookie, but if that wasn't a rookie move, turning your back on the Black Stallion, absolutely unforgivable. Pick him up and holding on.
Into that headlock again.
Bash holds on. It looked like Stallion was going for a sidewalk slam, trying to get out of that headlock, but he was vetoed, as it were, by Nate Bash. Nate Bash kicking him down and craftily using the Stallion's weight against him, pushing him back, pushing him onto his own shoulders, and nearly getting a 3 count out of that. Robbie Reed, uncharacteristically on top of things. Oh, man. I've been in the ring with Robbie Reed.
And a nice shoulder block there by Black Stallion. Yeah, Reed is, I don't know what to say about him.
It's like looking into a sink full of dirty, oh, man, dishwater. While listening to Peppermint Patty's teacher talk, look at this. Oh, man.
Another one there.
Stallion absolutely discombobulated. And
rolling
Now
to the outside
Stallion,
there.
here's a veteran move, and one that fans might not particularly like, but he realizes he utterly lost control of that exchange. So what does he do? Gets out of the ring.
Slips
Breaks
out
that
underneath.
momentum, absolutely. Slows it back down to the pace that he wants to wrestle. And Bash trying to keep this crowd into it. Uh-oh. Stallion, oh my, wow!
And taking him down there.
Gotcha! Over the top rope. How about that, huh? Oh my God, it looked like Nate Bash almost bisected himself on the shoulder. I think Stallion was trying to set up the stampede there. And the momentum of Bash going over that top rope just broke up that attempt. Lucky for him. Now,
Looks like both men on the ground. Every time I see Nate Bash move, I'm expecting his hair to like fall off. So it just looks like a wig.
oh my God. Don't talk to the Spiderbaby about wigs, please. You'll witness the world's first commentator tap out. Black Stallion staying on that back. Which was after throwing Nate Bash into the ring post and now hammering him into that ring apron. By the way, folks at home, that's plywood. That's all that is. You don't need to take anyone's word but the Spiderbaby's on that. Really hard plywood.
Oh God, yeah.
And it never feels harder than when your lower lumbar region becomes intimately acquainted with it, as we just witnessed there. Now,
Back in the ring finally here.
oh man.
Oh, still working that lower back there is Black Stallion.
The point of that knee, Stallion spending just almost a full 5 count there, just using his full weight, 242 pounds on the small of that sore back of Nate Bash's. Oh boy. Oh man!
Again, right in that back, driving it
Black
the
Stallion.
way it's not supposed to
all
go.
the way from the outside, back inside, and boom, into the lower back of Nate Bash. Going for the pin, 2, that could be it. Nope.
2 count. At least Nate Bash is moving right now. We know he's not a paraplegic of any kind.
No. Oh, man.
And see, that's where that hair gets in the...
There's the evidence that it's not a wig.
Yeah.
Take that to your happy parents. Cover.
1, 2 count again there.
Stallion knows very well he's not going to get a 3 count. He's just trying to wear Bash out. And frankly, I think get into the head of young Mr. Reed there. That might be an exercise in futility. Sending Bash, and then, here's that move he wanted to use before, and it's a sidewalk slam.
Backbreaker.
Backbreaker.
Just causing more pain. We're going to cover 1, 2, and it's getting closer and closer every time.
Veteran instincts obviously showing through here. Black Stallion just staying on that lower back again and again and again, using his strength. Setting it up for a pump handle slam.
And
God.
Backbreaker again.
Man! And that move, and this is the voice of experience talking. I've been in that ring with Black Stallion. That drives all of the air out of your lungs. I mean, it is like a shark biting you in the waist and just squeezing.
Do you know what a shark biting you feels like? Have you experienced that?
That's another match altogether.
All right.
But one that there's some legal issues there. Mr. Cohen, the head of my legal team, has advised me not to comment at this time.
All right.
Oh, man.
I'll ask you about it later when we're not on camera anymore. And a kick to the face there, so maybe Nate Bash is getting a second wind a little bit.
Oh, man.
No.
Stallion.
Stallion turning it around again. Now it's back in his side. And a cover one more time. 1, 2.
Oh, that was
another 2.
Very long 2 count. But Stallion staying focused like a tomahawk missile here. Oh, look at this.
Oh.
Variation of the bow and arrow there. Stallion torquing away, planting that knee in the base of the back where he's been focused all night.
And still just wrenching on it.
And then using the shoulder, using the knee, pulling back, just stretching literally from head to toe, stretching Nate Bash. Oh!
And then just a
Bash fighting back, and then a double sledge right to the lower back. Nate Bash in a world of trouble here. Picks him up.
uh-oh, this could be another backbreaker. That one, I think his head and his feet both touched the mat.
I think they both ended in China.
1, 2.
Oh my God. Nate Bash showing real toughness there. That
I have no idea how he's
elevated
still
backbreaker.
moving. 2. Another 2. Stallion's obviously getting frustrated with him. And a quick roll up here. 1, 2. 2. Only 2. Oh. As soon as you think Bash has got it, he gets taken down again. Just can't get a break here. 1, 2. And just another 2 count.
Bash trying to pull a rabbit out of his hat there and very nearly succeeding. And that's the thing about a high flyer like Bash. Now in a variation of the camel clutch there. Oh man.
And just wrenching even more on that
Which
lower
is
back.
no bargain when you're healthy, but when your back has been torqued upon for the last 10 minutes by someone as strong and as mean as the Black Stallion.
Oh, Nate Bash is the crowd getting him worked up here. And fighting back, a couple elbows to the gut, and once again that hair getting
I'm pretty
taken
sure
down.
that hair got stuck in Stallion's fingers, and Stallion was just pulling away. Right back to it, right back to the submission hold, extra torquing away.
Oh,
A little insult and injury flown in there. Look at Stallion.
and just tough forearms.
Forearms. Right there, right there.
I guess that one's for
Stallion
you.
dedicating. Wow.
I'll give it to him.
Dedicating. Not the first dedication from a good-looking guy the Spiderbaby's received, but that's not why we're here.
And Nate Bash here go fighting back again.
Using that toughness, using that speed. Man, I mean, Nate Bash is in that hold, and then 1 second later, he's out of it.
Oh, I think he caught Stallion there right in the right spot.
No,
What?
he was low on that, and that's because that lower back is hindering him.
Oh.
Nate
Being able
Bash
to
wisely holding on there. Uh-oh.
going up here, it looks like.
Body block.
2.
Cross
there.
body block there. Man, elevation on that thing. Oh, I think Nate Bash just tapped out. I think Nate Bash just said that was enough. Why did the referee not? Oh, that.
Nice cat kick there, and 1, 2.
Oh, man.
2 count only once again. I thought Nate Bash was going to come back there. He had it, he just didn't keep on going. He took a
Crescent.
couple seconds to do that. Well, what you said he tapped out, but
I'm pretty
I
sure
don't
that's
believe
what
it.
that was.
frustrated.
Referee snoring on the
Right
dot.
under the legs. And going for a sunset flip there. I don't know if he can. Oh! Got him to-
Stallion. Trying to.
Wait a second,
Rolling
another
about
one.
1, 2,
2, 3. Yes! Nate Bash pulling that one just, I don't know where he got that one out of.
Black Stallion
And
is surprised. These fans are surprised.
did you see Reed grabbing Black Stallion to
He
stop
absolutely
him?
did. And he,
That was,
a little above and beyond, frankly. I'm not sure that he needs to be involving himself so carefully with the wrestlers.
especially Black Stallion. I wouldn't want to, especially after losing a match too. Within seconds after losing it, I would just be like, all right.
Stallion is absolutely got the shoulder up, Stallion. Got his
Don't.
1, 2. Over here. Well, apparently Exhibit A in the jury of Black Stallion being Spiderbaby's testimony didn't carry a lot of weight there. Winner on this one, the popular Nate Bash.
They cheated. I kicked out.
Cannon joining us from Chicago, Illinois.
Looks like he's in the Halloween spirit here with his orange and black.
When you're a professional wrestler, every day is Halloween, I like to say.
Very true.
Eric Cannon, the Windy City, also apparently the land of anarchy.
Did Cannon bring Sailor?
Sailor,
yeah, I'm totally confused
Ben
right now.
Sailor, originally from North Dakota, now making his home in Vancouver and there. These two guys are very good friends away from the ring. They are both, if Sailor will forgive my infringement of his gimmick, they're both consummate professionals inside that ring.
That's
Once
true.
that bell sounds, they are both thinking about one thing and one thing only, and that's winning.
And getting it underway here, match number 2 of the night. It's kind of weird seeing Cannon this early on the card, too. It's usually, well,
It's part of being a professional. You just
true.
go where the
wherever you're put.
booker puts you. He and the CEO have some issues, so that may be
That's also true.
as deep as we need to look on that. I was talking to Sailor earlier about this match, and I asked what he was expecting out of it, and he visualized a physical chess game. And I think both of these guys want to win. I think they both want to win cleanly. I think they both want to win for their fans, but I really think this is a matter of pride on both men's cases. They both know that they're evenly matched. They both know they can cheat and win. I think they both want to see how they can do it using the rather dull means of wrestling.
Well, dull to some.
Dull to cheaters like me.
Wow.
Cannon now turning that armbar into a leg scissors. And let me tell you, when you're in that position that Sailor is in, it's really, really discombobulating.
Yeah,
Sailor popping up. Sailor and Cannon, both a lot of Japanese influence in their repertoire.
especially after Cannon's recent trip to Japan.
So very well segued, partner. What do you know about that?
I don't really know much. I know he was there for about a month. I know he wrestled a lot. Said he got beat a lot, but
He did.
but I mean, he got to go to Japan.
Oh,
and
he
wrestle.
learned.
How
He
many-
learned a great deal. I've talked to him a couple times, hoping to steal some ideas, frankly. And I did, by the way. I'll have you know. Copyright, trademark, me, ding. But he definitely called it a learning experience, and that's why he went over there. I think he's less concerned about wins and losses.
Oh, yeah.
Although they matter a lot to Cannon. I don't mean to diminish his competitive nature.
It's kind of a wrestler's dream to go to Japan too.
Oh, not this wrestler. No.
Well,
No.
you're
Japan can come here as far as I'm concerned.
All right. Well.
Cannon going to the ropes, forcing the break. Frankly, I'm surprised to see that. It's a little bit of a shortcut there. But the ropes were there. Cannon grabbed them. Spiderbaby's no. Oh.
He found one of Nate Bash's dreadlocks.
Oh. Does that qualify as a foreign object, Nick? Oh my God. Our announcer believes it had sort of a Jamaican flavor, that hair. So. So I'm guessing we're going to call that a foreign object. I think Cannon could get disqualified for bearing a foreign object in the middle of the ring.
And in the corner there.
Rob Page using some latitude. Oh, man. Chop off the break. Now you see the intensity level go up once or two. And you know what? I've wrestled both of these men. They are both tough. I will tell you what, the one thing I will never, ever, ever, ever do is chop Eric Cannon, because you're going to, for every one you send that his way, he's going to send 3 back, and they're going to be, each one is going to be 3 times worse. Cannon right back to that arm with which he opened this match. And those arms, obviously, Sailor spent some time in the gym. Those are pretty effective little cannons.
I did get chopped by Cannon once, and I think
Did you see God? It was a religious experience.
I had a bruise on my chest for like a month.
Yeah.
It was probably the most painful thing ever.
Uh-huh.
But I'm also a scrawny white boy, so I guess it's not saying much.
Oh, it's as a squatty white boy, let me tell you, I had exactly the same experience.
And it looks
I
like
saw God for a moment there. It was It was like looking into a burning bush, getting chopped by Eric Cannon.
Looked like Ben Taylor was doing some amateur wrestling moves.
Absolutely there. Yep. It's a smart move on his part because I don't think that's part of Cannon's background. Sailor knows. Ooh, Cannon.
Ground.
Cannon showing Sailor. If you want to get dirty, I can do that too. Nope. Deep arm drag. Big hip toss. Sailor up. Body slam and down.
And Cannon getting the crowd into this one.
Indeed. These days, it's kind of hard to see just old school wrestling, and I think that's what these two are going to provide here in this match. Now Cannon going right back to that arm. Right back to that arm.
I don't even know how that maneuver just worked. She just somehow...
That's what I'm here for.
Crazy momentum that... Probably one of those crazy Japanese things you learn. Like,
slow down. I'm taking notes here. Crazy momentum. Oh, crazy round-eyed momentum. Okay, very helpful. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
That's why you have the experienced wrestler over here. Yeah, I'm a Champin. It's cool. What Cannon's doing now is applying pressure, bending where that hurts most. He's bending the elbow the wrong way. But Sailor came up with a rather effective solution to that. Uh-oh.
Wait. Cannon coming to the outside.
Cannon seems to have...
I think some fan wants to get in the ring.
Cannon was getting some free advice there and decided to see if the advisor wanted to take his place. Apparently the answer is negatory. Crack security staff. I gotta hand it to them.
They were right
They
on
swooped in like a couple of Thresher sharks. God bless them. That's good to know. When they announce autographs by you, I'm sure we're gonna have the same reaction. We're gonna be swooned by the teenage girls.
I'm okay with that.
And they're my kryptonite, just so you know. Very cautiously, Sailor into a tie up there.
And
Sailor working to immobilize Cannon there. Go ahead.
Cannon, I don't know, watching his hand movements as Sailor was trying to grab him and just kept moving around, but then he finally caught up to it. Now just wrench on that shoulder, it looks like. Right, I don't know. You're the wrestler here.
That's... No, it's fun to watch you. It's like an episode of Mr. Wizard listening to you describe this stuff. It's kind of cool, yeah.
I break it down so the kids will understand.
That's right, yes.
And Cannon just getting dropped there and still wrench on that arm. Cannon's on the ropes though. And getting it broke there.
And no sense in expending the energy to get out of that hole when the ropes will do it for you.
Fireman's carry, I know that one.
Good, very good. Oh, once again that Japanese influence creeping into Sailor's repertoire. This is a Japanese arm bar, and if Sailor torques on it the right way, it can be used as a submission hold. Cannon now scissoring the leg and going right back. Ooh! Just the old breaking out the soup bones there. I don't think he learned that in Japan. In fact, I wrestled him before he went to Japan, and he used that very scientific move on my left temple several times. Sailor right back to it.
Working that left arm non-stop in this match.
Yeah, interestingly, both men have targeted the same body part on each other. Cannon wisely getting to or at least attempting to get to a vertical base as quickly as possible, because Sailor's a submission specialist. Something of a crossface there. If he locks in that arm, he might well turn. Oh man, now he's just applying all that pressure to the. Of course, Cannon feels it everywhere, but it's actually in the small of the back. Cannon trying to turn it into a pin and doing so. Man,
you can see Cannon weaseling around there, looking like he's going for the ropes, but he turned it. Oh, Cannon's arm just kind of dangling there. It looks like Sailor put quite a bit of effort into that, and it worked. Is that more Japanese influence? The sumo pound?
I think it was Kung Fu Theater influence, which might technically be something different.
From the same era, or area. And taking him down there.
Back suplex by Cannon. Cannon, at this point, a one-armed warrior. He should worry a lot less about the fans and worry about, oh man, putting Sailor away. Sailor going right. Oklahoma schoolboy, 1, 2. Oh, wow, was that close. That was very close.
Cannon able to
Trying
hang
to-
onto the ropes. Whoa!
Oh man,
1, 2, 3.
there it is.
Turn it right around. And Cannon picking up Ben Sailor picking up the victory with that German suplex.
Sailor mentioned to me earlier he wasn't sure if he could use the German suplex against somebody who's Cannon's size. But he loosened him up. Loosened him up just enough to get him over, finish him off, hold him down for 3, and I doubt if he would have gotten a 4 count out of that.
Oh, of
very,
course not.
very close.
I think also the way he pulled it out, just, shocking Cannon. Cannon thought he had something by hanging onto the ropes. And then a second later just got snapped up in it and dropped right on the back of his neck.
A hotly contested contest. Sailor being gracious in victory, and Cannon being gracious in defeat.
As you were saying, the friendship of them outside the ring obviously showing there.
Absolutely. You see that competitive nature. I think Ben Sailor got his hand raised, but in a way, all of these fans won as well.
I agree.
Ben Sailor, your winner of this match. Making their way to the ring to a rather raucous reception, possibly the most unintimidating entrance music I've ever heard in my life. That includes my own, by the way. But don't let that deceive you. These are a couple of tough and determined guys. Bret O'Brien brings a wide repertoire of wrestling moves. By contrast, his partner, the king of Throwdown, Venom, will just simply pound the P word out of you. Already in the ring are the champions, the NIW Tag Team Champions, Junk Squad, Mark II, you might say. They are managed by Allison, Wonderland, and they are Kleck Michaels and Playboy Pete Huge. They have held those titles for some time. 101 Proof have been pursuing those titles here, there, and everywhere, and I think I just turned straight. Just watching Bret O'Brien drop those Oh my God. Wow. It's like an Elvis Presley concert gone horribly awry. Oh. Well, that would our announcer informing us that their popularity is directly attributable to Kelly Clarkson. Yeah, I've always
Kids
been more of
do
a
love
Simon
Kelly
Cowell fan myself, but he tends to work heel in real life. Robbie Reed, he will have his hands full.
Especially with Allison Wonderland there on the side.
Allison Wonderland is someone
been
you
known to,
absolutely have to watch. She looks as innocent as a newborn babe.
Not in those clothes.
Absolutely. At least the newborn babes that I grew up around. The Junk Squad. Maybe not the most popular tag team, but certainly someone who can't be ignored. Both men have a lot of charisma. They get a lot of reaction out of this crowd. Allison, see what good sports they are? Allison Wonderland checking to make sure there are no foreign objects in the pants. The Playboy huge.
How do we know that she didn't, just overlook
Oh
something?
my goodness. You're like a Republican. You're way too cynical, way too skeptical. There they are. The belts on the line.
That was kind of insulting. Republican.
101. That's my job. I'm the bad guy. I'm supposed to insult you. You're supposed to come back with a witty comeback. You say, no, I'm not a Republican. I'm the guy with the dyed red hair. Something clever like that.
That's true.
All right.
I'm also wearing women's jeans.
Why don't I just do both our parts
All right,
here?
I'll just take a break.
Spiderbaby, you are amazing. Well, thank you very much. Spiderbaby, you should be in there right now. Well, I don't disagree, but I'm happy to serve wherever I'm put. These fans, absolutely crazy for 101 proof. 101 proof. It's worth noting. Man, I don't know if a bell can tap out, but that one's just about ready to submit, it sounds to me. Someone needs to get that tetanus shot for our bell. 101 proof, probably the best tag team never to hold the NIW title. And they have pursued it for years and years. Various teams have held it. And they have come so close on so many occasions. Tonight may well be their night. But not if Kleck Michaels has anything to say with it. Oh.
Kleck Michaels and Bret O'Brien, actually those two have very long history. I've known both of them on and off for the past, 10 years, if not
Really?
more.
And what insight would you like to add?
They don't get along very well, I'll tell you that much. I've seen them wrestle at NIW, I've seen them at 10 different, wrestling organizations.
Man.
Oh, Bret O'Brien there.
The senton there.
1, 2.
Only a one out of
count.
that. And look at that. Great instincts. Great instincts by Kleck Michaels. Immediately going over to his corner, tagging out. Now, I'll tell you, there is a sense of professional pride. Little smack talk by Playboy Pete. When a wrestler gets the best of you, what you want to do is get the best of him. The Kleck Michaels showing a real maturity there, going to tagging out, realizing just wasn't clicking, and this is what's best for the team. Break up that, change the equation. In comes the king of Throwdown, Venom.
And Pete Huge.
Pete Huge explaining the nuances of his name, I suppose. Probably details best left out of a family DVD. If you got this out of the kids section, we apologize.
Venom looks slightly confused by that statement.
Pete Huge attempting to put that virility to some constructive use. And frankly, the king of Throwdown, oh man, a little less than impressed. Oh man.
Down.
Oh man. Look at that. Going for a quick pin here. Oh man.
A nice 2 count there by Venom.
Frankly, that's just a psychological maneuver on the part of Venom. He's just trying to establish a little superiority here early. Venom now.
Bringing Bret O'Brien back into here.
And O'Brien coming in. Okay, ref, go ahead and count that. Go ahead and count that, ref. Holy Hannah. I don't think he can count to 5 is what the issue is. He's just trying to bluff his way through. Torquing away on that shoulder, even as his partner did. That's the key to successful tag team wrestling, of course. You target that one part, and both partners just stay on it. Playboy Pete Hughes.
And Allison Wonderland getting involved there.
Allison Wonderland.
Just as I said would probably happen.
Man.
Oh, turning around.
Spinning heel kick
Of course,
by the Playboy.
that only happening because of Allison Wonderland's interference there.
I guess I missed that. I thought that he must have tripped on his own lace. Bret O'Brien complaining vociferously, and
There's
perhaps
Allison Wonderland again with a little choke there on Bret O'Brien. I think we need someone to get Allison Wonderland out of here. I know she's some eye candy.
she's got. Listen there, listen, you haterizer. She's got a license. I've seen the paperwork. I did a very thorough inspection of her paperwork, and she's got a managing license. She has every right to be here. It might be worth noting she is
There it is
technically.
again. Pulling on Bret O'Brien, choking him on that middle rope. And
Well,
just bouncing
you know
around.
why she's doing that? It's because you called her eye candy, and she figured she has to sing for her supper, figuratively speaking. Bret O'Brien,
Oh,
holy
right in
Hannah.
the gut.
Oh, elevated DDT. Klecker going for the pin. Oh,
Kleck Michaels there getting a little too excited. And
yeah, if he had hooked that far leg, he may have had a pin there. But I don't. I know. I thought he was finished too.
Nice back-to-back maneuvers there by Kleck Michaels. And another shot to the gut, and another
What?
DDT.
Man alive. Cover.
1, 2. Venom about to step in there to break it up.
I've talked to Bret O'Brien before, and if his conversation level is any indicator, attacking his head is probably not the best strategy for the Junk Squad. Oh, man. Junk sandwich, which just drives the air out from under you. It is. I have been an unhappy condiment inside of a junk sandwich, and let me tell you, there's nothing.
I think that's something you'd want to be a part of there.
Oh my God, no, not in that context.
Oh, okay.
Maybe after the show. Maybe after the show. The point being, it stings like the dickens, and you just sit there for minutes afterwards, and you say, "Okay, lungs, start working."
Are you talking about in the ring or out of the
they
ring
won't.
now?
That's still in the ring.
Okay.
I'm a professional.
Second.
I'm a professional. That junk sandwich is bad times for Scherzies. Kleck Michaels cursing. Oh, sunset flip. 2.
2 count only.
Bret O'Brien.
He needs you to tag into Venom there.
Just by instinct, Bret O'Brien getting back to a vertical base, going to a corner, but unfortunately the wrong one. Getting flattened by Kleck Michaels. Oh, man. Pete Hughes talks a lot of smack in there, but it's by design. Without question, Pete Hughes enjoys talking smack, and he's absolutely entitled to do so. But more importantly, it's designed to infuriate, frustrate, and generally slopify your opponent. So at this point, it may well be lost on Bret O'Brien, who seems virtually out on his feet.
Well, coming in the match, I mean, he's not the, straightest arrow, Bret O'Brien.
Did you say straightest arrow to the Spiderbaby of all people? Version of the sleeper hold here. Oh, man. This may be the finish right here. The king of Throwdown on the outside, watching helplessly. And poor Bret O'Brien trying to tag in Kleck Michaels.
He must really be dazed. Look at the size difference of Venom and Kleck Michaels there. I don't think I'd get him confused.
Bobby Reed finally checking.
2.
If that hand falls a third time, that'll be the end of this match. A technical submission.
I knew he wasn't sleeping because you didn't hear his snore. He has a trademark snore, that Bret
Oh,
O'Brien.
does that go back from your long-established relationship
Yeah.
with him? Well, maybe you're the one who should be. Oh my! Maybe you have some more interesting stories than I have. Both men hitting a clothesline simultaneously. Robbie Reed counting them both here. If Robbie Reed gets to 10, that's the end of the match. It'll be a draw, and the champions will retain their title. But I don't think either team wants this match to end that way. There's
Bret
some
O'Brien.
real animosity here.
Bret O'Brien looks like he might get to. Oh, he's still heading the wrong direction though.
Bret O'Brien trying to tag in Kleck Michaels.
Rolled under it. And
Uh-oh.
a tag on both sides.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Yeah. It's a completely new match at this point. Oh, boy.
Oh, up on. Wait a second, Allison Wonderland.
What's he doing?
What is Allison
King of
Wonderland?
Throwdown setting up
Interfering in that
Michaels.
match.
Allison Wonderland saving him.
Wait a second.
Allison might be paying a heavy price for her interference here. Oh, dear.
Did they just?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, wait a second. He caught him.
Oh, man. Big choke slam by Venom, but that's not. Wait a second. Kleck Michaels isn't the legal man. Apparently that doesn't matter to Ricky. Oh,
G-spot.
the G-spot. Devastating face plant there, too.
Bret O'Brien.
Oh, what is Bret O'Brien doing? Oh,
STFU there.
Robbie Reed needs to. Uh-oh.
Wait. Uh-oh.
Oh. We've seen this before. They're devastating double finisher. Oh!
One, two, three.
Wait a second.
And you.
Hold on a second.
Stealing those titles away. Spiderbaby not too happy about this.
I think we need to review some videotape here. Not to listen to my crack commentary, although that too. But I don't believe Kleck Michaels is the legal man in that match. This is a total travesty. Well, I will be the first to admit that winning ugly is still winning.
Wait a
And
second.
for now, at least,
Allison Wonderland in the ring.
going to the aid of one of her charges there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't think Allison Wonderland knows what she's in for now.
Oh dear. Uh-oh. This match could get any family unfriendlier.
Oh! Taking her down. Bret O'Brien and Venom celebrating their winning of the tag team titles here.
As of this moment anyway, the top of the tag team heat is 101 proof. It's been a long, hard journey. I have to confess, they've earned it.
Allison Wonderland here got flattened.
Allison Wonderland may well end up in traction after that. But for right now, we are looking at the new NIW Tag Team Champions, Bret O'Brien, King of Throwdown Venom, 101 proof.
the only ones that matter! Stay away from us! We're the damn champs, baby! Deal with Allison now. She just got a period, all right?
Come on! USCP, Houston his ass kicked! Come on!
Screw you, Mike! We're out here!
Corbin, the NIW Universal Champion, after a long and distinguished career as a tag team competitor, made the jump over to the singles division and has done very well for himself. Inside the ring is the challenger, joining us from Corona, California, none other than Cody O'Neal. Interestingly enough, Cody O'Neal and Darin Corbin have had long-standing bad feelings between each other, but always in the context of a tag team match. This is their first ever singles competition.
Really? I did not know that.
Indeed it is. That's why I'm the Cliff Clavin of professional wrestling, you see. And Corbin engaging in a little psychological warfare right at the outset. He's backflipping into the ring, which is sort of a signature move of the Suntan Superman, currently outside the ring and a little disconcerted by that. O'Neal, sometimes a fan favorite, made his sentiments known early when he came in and took a fan sign in praise of himself, climbed to the top rope and ripped it in half. Now posing with the belt. Oh, it seems O'Neal reasoning that he simply wants the belt, so if he just takes the belt, the match itself is sort of academic. Arguing the people are here to see him. They've seen him. Now he's taking his belt.
Taking what he deserves.
What he deserves.
In his mind, at least.
Well, as much as I like O'Neal, you got to earn it inside the ring. Now Corbin outside of the ring, and I think Corbin engaging in a little mental one-upmanship there.
And
O'Neal, referee calling for the bell calling for its uncle, apparently. That is the sickest sounding bell. Oh, the conditions. Where's OSHA when you really need them? Spiderbaby has never worked under such oppressive conditions. Ah. But I'm a trooper. I'm a real man. You can tell by the feather boas. So we'll just sally forth, as it were. Yes, I said real man and Sally in the same breath. These two men approaching each other very warily, and understandably so. They are both dangerous competitors. They both love interacting with the fans. But that should not be taken in any sort of underestimative sort of way. Because if you blink, you make one mistake with either of these guys, you will find yourself on your back, looking up at the lights, and wondering how you lost. Corbin pushing O'Neal back to the corner. O'Neal complaining about a hair pull there. We were in an ideal position. I have to confess, I didn't see that. Darin Corbin
playing some games, whatever. I don't even know what that's called. Hand slap factory or something. I don't know.
I think the technical term is patty cake. It's from the from the Latin paticus caecus. I was raised Catholic. I know these things, but the referee.
There's a plethora of knowledge here.
Referee.
Cornucopia,
I really am a cornucopia. There are many aspects. I'm like a finely hewn jewel. You just hold me up, turn me, and look, there's another aspect of my knowledge. Fortunately, wrestling is what's most relevant here, and I happen to be an expert on that. Go behind by Corbin. And O'Neal says, touche, or touchy, as we say in the streets of Brooklyn. Corbin trying to force those hands apart. It's doing so. Where do you go from here?
And turn it around here.
Pulling him right into a headlock. Nice move. Very slick. Corbin holding on to that head, torquing away. You really feel that in your left ear. If you've ever seen old wrestlers with cauliflower ears, this is where those come from. That was Noogiesville by Corbin. Last time I checked the rule book, and I check it regularly.
How often do they update the rule book?
Not very often. Not very often, but I just need to kind of refresh myself.
Okay. So checking it regularly.
And when I say I mean my people. I have high-low. My Chinese manservant actually does it for me. So the same fring, boss. Noogies are not in that rule book is the whole point, and that is what Darin Corbin, the champ, the supposed symbol of all of us, decided to engage in. O'Neal backing up.
Oh! Corbin looked like he thought he was going to get away.
Let me use my technical expertise to describe that, okay?
Please do.
Hallelujah! Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, Corbin doing a
Watch it. Oh.
Nice anticipation by Corbin. O'Neal.
Again. Is he trying to get
He's caught in kind of a rut here. Runs a danger running himself out, wearing himself out.
One more, you can do it.
Cody
O'Neal.
can't do it. He's out of
O'Neal
slipping there.
out of gas, as it were. A little.
Not even gonna try.
Oh, man. O'Neal wondering where Darin Corbin went. He found out the hard way. That chop to the chest, driving all the air out of Cody O'Neal's admittedly tiny chest. Now Corbin torquing away, and very candidly, he's got O'Neal down, and he's leaving all of his weight against O'Neal's chest. So after driving all that air out with that chop,
Cody O'Neal with a hair pull there.
Oh.
And there it is, right there.
I think that's just a really thorough scalp massage going on there. It's just another token of his sportsmanship there. Oh, man, big tackle. Darin Corbin,
Nice
again
shoulder
with a
block.
tackle. Stick with what works, I guess. Oh, man. Oh, O'Neal. A little anticipation, and Corbin anticipating the anticipation, as it were.
Taking
Oh, man.
O'Neal down left and right here.
O'Neal running right at Corbin, trying to get some kind of position there, and then finally realizing he just needs to break the pattern, slow things down, and he rolls outside of the ring. This is really unusual for Cody O'Neal to be beaten in the speed game. That's really his forte.
This is true.
But Darin Corbin obviously did his homework, was ready for O'Neal, and has successfully stopped him at every turn.
At an 8 count, and Darin Corbin getting the rest of you confused and starting this count over. He obviously lost count.
I don't think confusing that ref is something Darin Corbin needs to put at the top of his brag sheet. I think the ref showed up confused. Darin Corbin just kind of catalyzed what was there.
And resetting that count.
Now O'Neal obviously has to the count of 10 to get back in that ring. If he's counted out, he loses the match, obviously the title. And O'Neal's just trying to get in the head of Darin Corbin, and frankly, I don't think it's going to work. I think Corbin is well aware of O'Neal.
There it was again. Oh, Darin Corbin stepping to the outside, which may not be a smart maneuver.
Oh, man. Well, look at you over there. What a psychic you were. You're right. That wasn't a smart move at all.
1, 2. That's exactly what Cody O'Neal wanted. And then he got the upper hand there with that
Cody
moonsault.
O'Neal going right for that pin. Cody O'Neal sees gold. He just wants that belt, as do a lot of wrestlers in this area. Cody O'Neal's the one in there challenging currently. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Darin Corbin dropped to his knees after that chop.
Oh, man. I'm out here watching, and I dropped to my knees. That thing is just brutalized. What a chop.
And more hair pulling there by Cody O'Neal.
I think it's
This is
just
just a
a
little-
firm guidance. Referee's right there. He's not saying anything. Oh, man.
Eye gouge. Referee catching that one at least.
Well, Cody O'Neal, suntan Superman, just trying to get under the skin of the fans, frankly. Asking them if they wanted to see a chop. They said yes. So then an eye poke.
And he's obviously done a fairly good job at it. They're not showing him too much love here.
Well, more importantly, he's trying to get inside the head of Darin Corbin. I think he may have finally succeeded there. When you're expecting that chop, all you can do is sort of clench and then suddenly feel someone's thumbnail in your eye. Changes your perspective on things.
Can't be very comfortable. And Darin Corbin maybe getting a little of a second wind. Fighting back with a gut, elbow to the gut, another one, and that hair pull again. Oh, boot to the forehead.
Oh, man.
And the knees there.
This is that familiarity we've talked about before.
1, 2.
Oh, man, very close. Oh,
Yeah, as you were saying, they wrestled in countless tag matches.
absolutely. Corbin knew what was coming, and he blocked it. Oh, man.
Unfortunately, couldn't keep his momentum going. As he got turned around again.
Those elbows from O'Neal I mean, when he's up in that air, he just sets up. Here's some more of my commodious knowledge. He sets up a sine wave down in his heel, and it goes all the way up to his elbow. His whole body contorts, and he times it so that just as he's coming down, he's maximizing all that force right into the sternum of his opponent, and now indulging in a little extra legal activity. O'Neal breaking the hold, but staying on Corbin. And interestingly, this match has slowed way down.
Well, it's kind of odd for those two. They're usually pretty quick.
Absolutely.
Things firing at you left and right, but
O'Neal understood. His usual game wasn't working, so he made a smart adjustment. Now he's slowing things down, and O'Neal can wrestle in all sorts of different styles. We're seeing a perfectly scientific display here. Version of the chin lock. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, he's got his forearm over the champ's carotid artery. We could see a sleeper hold here. This is 3, no.
Right, Darin Corbin catching his own hand there.
Wow. I wonder if he could sing a duet with himself. Darin Corbin fighting off the effects of that sleeper hold. Oh, man. Corbin
Muscling Cody O'Neal out of the ring, literally throwing him.
Via the wrist, just launching. Cody O'Neal, boy, I've never seen Cody O'Neal look more like a suntan Superman than he did at that moment, flying headlong out of the ring.
Darin Corbin getting some much needed time to catch his breath here.
Referees count up to 7. He gets to 10, and this thing is over.
9.
O'Neal pacing himself, maximizing that 10 count. Getting as much rest as he can, but unfortunately, he also gave the same opportunity to his opponent.
Darin still looks a little bit dazed though here. Wait, turn it around.
Oh, man. That could be it. Cover.
1, 2. That was
Very
close.
O'Neal showing some toughness. Don't let that tiny frame deceive you. He is a tough guy. Darin Corbin showing real frustration here, and understandably so, but he needs to get right back on O'Neal if he has any chance of defending this title successfully.
Wait a second, reversing it. Oh!
Yow.
This boot right to the
Oh,
face there.
man. He's like a half boot, half flying drop kick.
Oh!
Moonsault cover.
1,
2.
2.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
2 count only.
That was so close. O'Neal knows it. O'Neal knows he may not get another opportunity like that. But again, just as I was advising Corbin, here in the back seat, he needs to stay right on his opponent. Corbin is another guy it's easy to underestimate.
This is true. And full Nelson there. Corbin blocking it. Still wrenching on those on that neck though.
Absolutely. He was working on the other side of it earlier.
Oh!
Oh, jeez. And again, an example of those two kind of out-anticipating each other.
Wait, ducked it.
Ow! Yow!
And 1, 2.
Man,
Count again.
very, very close. And again, that toughness of the challenger coming to the fore and really demonstrating how important this title is to both men. Both of these men want that title. Both of these men want to beat the other. Both of these men want to prove themselves here in the singles division. I think, frankly, they both succeeded, at least as far as that's concerned. Corbin, waiting.
Oh, wait a second. Block.
Ow!
Jeez. Dragon suplex there.
Oh!
Just dropping Corbin right on his
Going
neck.
for the cover.
1,
This could be it.
2.
Title on the line. Ow!
Millimeters away there.
I was thinking more microns, but I'll go along with millimeters. This close to a new champion.
Cody O'Neill calling for the Spanish fly here.
And he doesn't mean something you'll drop in your drink. Taking his time here, and I'm not sure. I think he wants to make sure this is done right, but I don't know that this is the best means to victory. Obviously, there's a lot of structure, a lot of setup where this hold is concerned.
See, and that's what you're taking a little bit too much time, and Darin could capitalize.
Right. Darin recovering. Ooh, headbutt. It seemed to affect both guys. And now, yikes, there they are on the top.
And a nice boot right to the face.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. Now Darin. Oh, boy. Oh! A stunner from the second row.
2, 3.
That is it.
And it's over. Darin Corbin retaining his Universal Championship title there.
A hard fought title match. Both men leaving it all in the ring. Both men showing the effects of this match. And after Darin Corbin went to all the trouble of, O'Neill went to all the trouble of setting up that Spanish fly, Corbin managed to fight his way out, turn it to his advantage, turn it into a stunner off the second rope. And Cody O'Neill, the suntan Superman, is just frankly stunned.
Figuratively and literally.
Oh, man.
And he's still barely even moving.
The terrific match turned in by both of these guys. Both of these guys doing what should be done. They left it all in the ring. But tonight is definitely Darin Corbin's night. Still the NIW Universal Champion. Legitimate badass when he's got the big cut. But you take one look at the guy, it's like, I'm not fucking with this dude. I think it's just Vince's obsession. His own body going. Oh yeah, it's too bad. And there she is, Nora Grunwald, probably best known to wrestling fans as Molly Holly. Frankly, she is probably the reason most people are here. It has been almost 2 years since she last stepped inside a wrestling ring as a wrestler. That lamentable dearth ends tonight. She is here. We are all very excited to have her. NIW. Very proud of the fact that this is where she's making her premiere, her re-entry inside the ring.
I want to know if she's going to keep going after this. She's going to keep, you know.
Well, I thought psychic prediction was your specialty.
I don't know.
I just do the wrestling stuff.
I hope so.
Well, we'll see. Depends, I suppose, on how things go tonight. Currently, outside the ring, their opponents, Ariya Daivari, himself no stranger to Molly Holly, and if Molly Holly has an arch enemy, it is probably Ariya's partner, the CEO. He's done everything he can to make her life post-WWE as difficult as possible, and he's succeeded pretty well.
She's also kind of screwed up his life a little bit, too.
Oh, yes, it's a two-way street. She certainly is nobody's punching bag. Fans letting her know how much they missed her. Ariya and the CEO seem completely, utterly bemused on the outside. Both of them very reluctant to get in the ring, and I can't say that I blame them. I'm
the CEO wrestling, which is a very rare sight.
This is what I was about to ask you. Rare as in unique, as in I've never seen it myself. But since you're such great childhood friends with everybody.
I've seen him in the ring while wrestling once, and it wasn't a pretty sight.
Okay. Duly noted.
But that was also roughly 5-6 years ago, so it's been a while.
In terms of strategy, I have to believe, as much as, oh boy, this has to be a mistake. Well, the bell is not faring any better, but the bell ringer has gone all Quasimodo on the bell's butt. These fans going absolutely insane.
What? The CEO
engaging in a little defensive wrestling and a lot of primping. And if they were to consult me, I would advise keep Ari in that ring and just leave him there, frankly.
I agree.
The CEO.
But then,
I can't blame
the 2 versus 1 thing, too. But
at least to start things off, but CEO decided to go on the offense. Uh-oh.
Oh, getting taken down there.
Drop toe hold
Oh.
by the former WWE Ladies Champion. And the tag,
Wait a second. The CEO getting out of there.
CEO must have heard me.
There's not too many people that are friends with the CEO, and I'm sure Ryan Cruz would like to get his hands on him a little bit.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Ryan Cruz and Ariya Daivari. I've seen these guys go at it before. To say they dislike each other would be a gross understatement.
Oh! Taking him down again, and
oh boy. Big scoop slam by Ryan Cruz. Elevated.
Nice leg drop.
Nicely done. Perfectly done. Cover.
1, 2.
Ariya Daivari stalling for time here. Uh-oh. Seems to have Cruz confused with Allah, apparently. Oh boy.
Is he facing east? Which way?
I think Cruz understands that it's just a ploy to buy some time. Cruz, incidentally, has about a zillion different wrestling outfits.
Oh.
And when he knows it's Ariya Daivari as his opponent, he always chooses the red, white, and blue. That's not a coincidence. Ariya Daivari with a cannon-like clothesline. Lateral press.
Big
And now
shot
just
to the face.
flagrant punches. Oh boy, now that he's softened up. Look who's all too happy to come in and pick at the pieces.
couple stomps there by the CEO. Oh, and taking
gets his
Daivari
licks
again.
in and gets out. Not unlike corporate America, I suppose.
It's true.
Ariya Daivari indulging in a little bit of jaw jacking, but getting right back on Cruz. Flagrantly choking right in front of the ref. But, you know, got till that count of 4.
That's true. And a whip here into the corner. Cruz turning it around here. And, oh, nice moonsault. 1, 2.
Nice series of moves. And exactly the kind of match you don't want to wrestle against Ryan Cruz. You keep Ryan Cruz grounded.
Down, and
oh!
That just might do it right there.
Wow. You don't get groundier than that.
And 1, 2. Another 2 count there.
Like a Wile E. Coyote cartoon. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a perfect Cruz-shaped silhouette right in the middle of the ring after that one. Ari, so clubbing forearms, staying on the neck, staying on the upper back, of course setting up for his signature camel clutch submission.
Oh.
Kick to the stomach, perfectly legal. Ariya Daivari simply taunting Ryan Cruz. As much as I'd like to sit here and tell you it's psychological, I think it's just that he likes to yell at Ryan Cruz. Shoulder buried deep in the gut of Ryan Cruz. CEO, not unlike the CEOs outside of this world.
It's not.
Torquing away. Ariya Daivari trying to get inside the mind of Rob Page. He'll find himself very lonely if he succeeds. These fans trying to get Cruz back into it. Molly Holly, in addition to being a very achieved wrestler, pretty effective cheerleader on the outside. Ryan Cruz, meanwhile, got the wind taken out of his sails. Knee to the gut. Ari staying on that stomach, and now going to that stretch, going to that camel clutch. Rob Page right there checking to see if he wants to submit. Ryan Cruz says no. Ryan Cruz holding on, trying to power his way out of this move. Ariya Daivari didn't quite get everything he wanted out of that. Oh, man. Power slam. And again, back to the cover. 2. Oh. Cruz just barely kicking out. Ryan Cruz pretty thoroughly decimated in there. And
I
now
thought the CEO was going to go for a cover there.
I don't know what
I don't know what
CEO
he's
is doing.
Holding him down there. I don't really know.
CEO's holding him down. Preparation for,
second.
oh man. The setting up for the magic carpet ride. And Ariya Daivari. CEO forgetting his opponent, and oh boy, here comes Molly Holly.
The CEO doesn't know it though.
CEO, his back right.
He's
I think he knows
trying
the
to avoid
fixie's
it.
in. Oh boy.
Oh! And he just got taken out by that clothesline. He's obviously not a wrestler.
Oh.
This little drop toe hold.
Oh boy. Ah! Big leg drop. Cover.
1, 2. Oh! Turning that around.
Now an attempt at the magic carpet ride. There's your magic carpet ride.
And here's
cover.
1, 2, 3.
And that's it.
And that one.
Clever bit of teamwork by Molly Holly and Ryan Cruz. Molly Holly in particular managing to trick their opponents into defeating themselves, essentially.
Pretty much.
Which is not to sell these two short. He really did make a terrific team. These fans absolutely going insane. We are standing room only, and Molly Holly is the reason why.
And Daivari dragging the CEO out.
The CEO being absolutely destroyed, being pulled out of there by Ariya Daivari. I doubt if Molly Holly will be getting Employee of the Month award this month.
The CEO literally getting carried to the outside and in the back. A nice return to the ring from Molly Holly, though.
Well, you wondered about Molly Holly returning to the ring. Certainly this can't hurt the prospects of that.
That's true.
She's made a terrific, triumphant return. We here at NIW are glad to have her. Molly Holly. The Prophet, the NIW Impact Champion. The Prophet making his way to the ring. He has been the champ for
26 months, I believe.
26 American months, which has to be some kind of record. And fervently on his heels over the past few of those has been the man in the ring, the challenger, 6% body fat.
This is true.
Rob James. Rob James bringing in that ring, he has a trophy that he legitimately won. He's a competitive bodybuilder, and those muscles may well serve him well here, but it is a wrestling match for sure. The Prophet
And it's more than just a wrestling match. It's a ladder match. As everyone can see that belt high above the ring.
Absolutely true. That belt has been suspended over the ring for the entire course of this card. And the rules to this particular match, real simple. The first guy to pull that belt down is the NIW champion. How you get that belt is where things get interesting. Just outside, just this side of our entrance, we have 2 ladders, both of which are perfectly legal implements in this match. They can be used to climb up and grab the belts, or they can be used as weapons. There's no disqualification in this. That's it. I've officially had it with this bell.
Well, the good thing is we only have to do it one more time.
Man! I'm going to wring your head when this match ends, if that's okay with you.
And the fans obviously behind the Prophet here. Trying to jump for it there, but I don't think the Prophet has the...
Michael Jordan, he ain't. But certainly, I can't fault the guy for trying.
That's true.
Time out. I forgot to stretch.
Rob James trying to get inside the head of the champ, I guess. Going outside of the ring, indulging in a little bit of a warm-up. Prophet, less interest in that than the actual wrestling. Now Rob James, oh boy. Here we go.
Taking him down.
Deep arm drag. And the Prophet answers in kind.
Just back and forth here.
Boy. Oh, wow. Nope. Both men demonstrating here how evenly matched they are. And as entertaining as those moves are, as fun as they are to watch, they're not going to get either of these guys closer to that belt and the title that it represents. In terms of strategy, I think both men have to think about, absolutely incapacitating their opponent.
Giving them time to grab a ladder, set it up, and then climb the ladder, and then fiddle with the belt to get it down.
Exactly right. That's a lot of time that'll be required.
Nice shoulder block there. I mean, we've seen ladder matches go hours.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, well over an hour. And, well, looks like the Punisher here
Rob James.
grabbing a ladder early.
Rob James managing to block Prophet and going right for that belt. Taking his eye off the, oh boy, Prophet. As James was trying to get into the ring, the Prophet met him with a drop kick, oh boy.
Oh.
Plancha by the Prophet. Down go both men to the outside. With that aluminum ladder within an arm's length. Now Prophet trying to profit from his own efforts there. Getting that ring in. This may be a
This could be
just
quick.
after you mentioned how long these matches can go, this may be a real quick one. Prophet
lucky enough to be early in the match where he can, climb up this
I'm
ladder
sure.
fairly quick.
That's
But there's the Punisher, maybe. Prophet got his hand on it.
Prophet's fingers just brushing up against that belt, his belt, as of this moment. And Rob James put a quick and decisive end to that. Rob James right on top there. Flagrant punches, which are completely legal maneuvers in this particular match.
Punisher was smart. He wouldn't have done that little showboat in there. Could have capitalized, but maybe he's going to go for it.
Oh, I think Rob James genuinely dislikes these fans. And frankly, I've talked to him about it. He's baffled by it. He holds himself up as some kind of role model, and they reject him roundly and soundly. And now Prophet tossing the ladder aside and simply to make room, I believe, in order to soften up Rob James. Prophet hits those ropes. Big leg drop. Clubbing forearm to the back of Rob James.
Prophet thinking about that ladder. I don't know what he's going to do.
Both men focused on that belt rightly.
Prophet again getting his hands on it.
Oh, man, once again. Cut short by oh, boy. Oh, man. Back suplex from one of the top rungs of that ladder. Both men feeling the effect. Rob James simply having no choice at that point. He had to make sure that Prophet did not get that belt and chose to sacrifice himself in order to prevent that. But he was on a lower rung and felt a lesser effect, obviously. Now he's up. Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
This is what we were alluding to before. Oh, man.
Oh, right on the ribs there.
It's absolutely legal to use that.
Oh, that ladder is
taunting the fans and just dropping that ladder. It's harsh edges right across the skin of the Prophet. Punching the head, staying on the Prophet. Frankly, just trying to knock him goofy to allow himself the time to get to that top rope. Or, excuse me, that belt.
Oh, and a shot there. Punisher's letting the fans get to him here, it looks like.
Oh, you're right. You're right. He's letting these fans get under his skin. And it's it's so generous. Is Rob James, he's playing matchmaker to, fat girls in the audience. I mean, I'm Lois Lane. I'm just reporting what I see and what I hear. Man, how brandishing the ladder to a fan. Rob James needs to focus on that belt, needs to focus on the champ.
Needs to focus that anger towards the fans on the champ right now. Do something.
Rob James not only thinks of these matches as matches, but an opportunity to educate the fans on the benefits of fitness. I think the championship would provide a very effective, oh boy, soapbox. Holding him up for a high suplex.
Oh.
Down on the ladder.
On the rungs.
Oh, man. That ringing sound you hear is the cash register on Prophet's chiropractor. Oh, man. Absolutely devastating, ruthless maneuver. Prophet
obviously in pain.
Writhing in pain like a salted snail. And it looks like Rob James is just getting started here. Rob James casting a meaningful glance at that ladder. I think he's figured out what an effective weapon that could be. When aluminum meets skin, skin loses every time.
This is true. And just showboating the fans again here, which isn't a smart move. As you can see, Prophet turning it around here. Maybe.
On the face of it, you might be right, but oh boy.
Wait a second.
Prophet manages to.
Oh.
Both men have that ladder foremost in their mind, and they should. There is nothing more frustrating as a wrestler when your opponent is taking you lightly, and there's not a thing you can do about it. And I think that's what Rob James is going for here. He's simply trying to frustrate Prophet.
Did the Prophet trip him there?
No, I think there must have been some perspiration in the ring from a previous match. Probably the CEO left some of his body fluids behind. Let's hope it was sweat. Prophet fighting off Rob James, and then, ooh!
A nice powerful forearm there.
Yeah, all the way from Europe. Oh boy! Oh!
That ladder starting to bend, it looks like.
Back body drop onto that ladder. That lower rung bent in the perfect shape of Rob James's lower back. Oh. And that more to the point, that ladder may be rendered useless as an implement as far as actually climbing.
But obviously the Prophet's going to use it as a weapon.
Oh, it's plenty dangerous as a weapon. It's still perfectly effective. It's that way. And oh, no. Oh, man. Timber. Prophet bringing that ladder, all of his weight behind it, onto the abdomen.
Prophet?
Onto the abdomen of 6% body fat. I'll bet he wishes he was more around 20% body fat after that maneuver. Now the Prophet signaling that he's going to go for the belt. But I don't know.
With a different ladder, though.
I don't know how useful that ladder's going to be.
When he had it up there, you can kind of see it wobbling. I wouldn't want to stand on it there.
Oh! Body slam on the ladder.
Prophet saying he's going to go for it, it looks like.
Have to call in Bob Vila to consult as far as that ladder's concerned. I'm not sure that that's up to OSHA standards. Prophet's going to try it.
Hope he can.
Looks like it may hold.
He's thinking about it. He doesn't know if it's going to.
He got it and now over.
Oh, and there went that leg.
Rob James, I think, playing a little possum there, waiting till Prophet got a rung or two up, and then.
There's no way that ladder is going to be used now. You can see it's totally bent. But
oh man, whether you can get to the belt or not, I'm not sure. But as a weapon, it remains very effective.
Prophet pulling it out of the ring.
Yeah, Rob James tried to nail Prophet in the face, and he blocked it. Oh! Across the throat. Prophet
looks like he's bringing this one to the outside.
Showing a little desperation, and he can't be blamed for that. Oh man! Boom! Into the ring apron. These fans have just fallen silent. They've been stunned silent. That brought him back. These two men just beating the living. Oh, man.
Oh, on the hard floor.
Body slam.
You could hear that.
You heard that smack, that sick smack all the way into this microphone. Oh, man. No padding on these outside. This is a basketball court.
That is not going to feel good in the morning. But, setting up a chair is the Punisher Rob James here. And
Rob James setting up something here. I don't know.
Making a makeshift table, maybe, it looks like.
Oh, boy. The fans scatter, and I can't say that I blame them. Rob James is going to do...
I don't know what he's trying to do, but he's got some sort of plan.
Prophet simply trying to stand at this point and not being able to. More or less helpless as Rob James swoops in. Now he's fighting back. He knows whatever Rob James has in store for him.
Clearing a whole section out over there. Throwing him into a bunch of chairs and looks like a double axe handle.
Boy, it brings a whole new meaning to standing room only.
All right, and bringing it back over here.
Oh, these are the same girls Prophet was trying to set up before. Excuse me, Rob James was.
So the Prophet might be using this ladder contraption.
Oh, man. Knife edge chops by the Prophet.
Wait a second.
The great equalizer, as I like to call it. Simple thumb in the eye. And now, ooh. Oh, man. I don't quite know what Rob James has in mind.
Getting everyone to move.
Oh, boy.
Oh! Landed on that ladder.
Rob James, drop kick by Prophet. Crashing onto the outside, onto that ladder. Oh, landing in a bowling suit ugly heap.
This ladder getting more and more destroyed as the match goes on.
If it wasn't it wasn't rendered useless before, it is now. Prophet going to ladder number 2. Frankly, these wrestlers need to be pretty careful with this one, because if they manage to destroy this one, there's no way either one of them is going to get that belt. If that's the case, you and I are going in that ring. You're going to go down on your hands and knees, and I'm going to grab that title belt.
I don't think I can get it that high.
Negative Nelly. All right, I'll sit on your shoulders.
All right. That might work.
It'll be awesome. The belt will look great on me, but Prophet looks like he's not going to give either of us the opportunity.
Yeah, he's stepping up there.
Struggling after all the abuse.
Getting his fingers on there again.
Uh-oh.
Wait.
Rob James going right up there. Cutting him off via the chop.
Oh, head to the top of that ladder. And this sunset. Oh! Nice maneuver there. And Prophet literally just rolling out of the ring after getting bent in half. And
variation of the sunset flip there sent Prophet crashing onto his head and shoulders. And as you've noted, hitting the ropes and then rolling right outside of the ring.
I can see him moving, though, so.
Meanwhile, 6% body fat Rob James inside, the challenger, shaking off the effects of this brutal, brutal, brutal match. And you saw him there kind of debating, should I go for the ladder? Should I go for my opponent? He chose his opponent. A headbutt there. Bringing in.
Seems like he's got some more stuff planned here.
I don't know. Once again, it's worth noting, no disqualification. And
couldn't get it in that way.
Ladder's absolutely tattered. No rhyme intended there. This looks like a home improvement episode gone horribly awry. Rob James brings that ladder in, and you know he's not using it to climb. Oh!
Right in the stomach there, and Prophet hanging by his knees on that bottom rope, dangling.
Uh-oh. I think after being suplexed onto that combination chair ladder, Rob James is thinking about giving Prophet a little bit of the same.
Making a makeshift table here.
I think you're right. Rob James doing his best MacGyver impression here. Trying to turn that ladder, those two tables, into something of a chair.
Wait a second.
Oh boy.
Oh, wait, and Prophet. Oh, no.
Prophet attempting a cross body block, partially blocked by James.
Able to turn it around.
Now James.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Oh!
Fall away slam.
Not hitting the top of that ladder.
Prophet. His arm is hooked. His arm is hooked. He is absolutely trapped. Oh man. Ugly. Ugly, ugly maneuver.
That was
Fall away
not
slam
so
and
good.
Prophet landed on that ladder, and that chair snapped shut around his left arm. For the rest of this match, Prophet is going to be a one-armed warrior for sure. Rob James focusing. Prophet kicking with really the only weapon he has left, which is his feet. Oh, man.
You can see Prophet holding that left arm close
You
after
can
it
see
got
it.
pinched.
It's almost like there's a
And
sling. Big body slam. Frankly, after everything the Prophet's endured, that might be enough to finish him. Rob James setting up the one good belt, or excuse me, the one good ladder remaining, going for that belt.
Uh-oh.
Prophet may just have to watch helplessly. Nope.
Wait, he got a foot.
Prophet
Pulling him down.
pulling him back. Closed fist punches born of desperation.
Doing whatever he can.
Oh, boy.
Up.
Oh!
Bending that ladder even more. It looks like part of one of the legs snapped on it.
Choke slam through the ladder. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. And man, Rob James. Oh, man, just hurled into that. You can see the effect it had on the ladder. You can just imagine the effect it had on Rob James. Now Prophet pulling himself with his one good arm up to the belt. Rob James seems
he's
helpless. Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Prophet
back.
virtually impaled on the ladder. And just as relevant, that ladder may have been damaged to the extent that neither one of these guys is going to be able to use it. These fans chanting the sentiment of the commentary team.
Prophet still moving. That sent chills down my spine watching that.
Yeah, I doubt if Prophet's spine is exactly chill-free at this point. Prophet's arm just utterly useless.
I don't know how he's standing right now.
Man, how either of these guys is doing this, I don't know. Prophet absolutely glassy-eyed against the ropes, and now
turning
reversing
around.
it. Uh-oh. Oh, man.
This Prophet able to turn around. Wait a second.
Prophet.
Low blow. This might be the end of it for the Prophet.
Kind of a duel of finishers there. Both men attempting to finish the other. And after a low blow, 6% Rob James got the best of that exchange. And now he's got the ladder in place. Let's see if it'll support his weight. He's struggling.
The Prophet.
He's struggling to get up there. Prophet finally showing some signs of life.
Pulling him down. And wait
and
a
now
second.
Oh, man.
Landed that message there.
The message. The Prophet's finisher. Prophet. I don't know where he found that, but he knew.
And now
he
both
could kiss that belt goodbye.
Well, Prophet crawling for that ladder, it looks like.
Oh, man. I don't know how Prophet thinks he's going to get to the top of that ladder. Crawling like the Blob. Now just pulling himself by virtue of that right arm and that right arm only. Now the Punisher.
Also going up the ladder on the other side here.
Oh,
this
boy.
Could be dangerous.
Both guys. Both men in prime position to get that belt. Both men know that if they reach for it, they're leaving themselves vulnerable to the other guy.
As soon as they grab, as soon as one grabs for it, their stomach, their torso is wide open for. Wait a second, they both
have it. Wait a second, hold on.
They both.
Neither one of them letting go.
Did they?
There goes Rob James.
Second. The ref out. The Prophet with the belt in hand. But no one's calling the match.
I'm not sure about this. I don't know about this.
Wait a second. Low blow. No one's called the match, so we don't know if it's. Wait, but.
Now the ref calls for the bell. Now the ref calls for the bell. Wait a second.
The ref is saying that the Punisher won.
6% body fat. Oh man, a controversial finish to put it lightly. Both men getting that belt at the same time, both men falling to the mat.
And then taking out the ref.
Prophet grabbing away just as both men clobbered the ref. And Rob James, very much a heads-up maneuver on his part.
Fans obviously disappointed.
He grabbed that belt and he went to the ref and he knew. And yeah, admittedly, it was a low blow that got him that maneuver. But guess what, folks? It's all legal in a ladder match.
That's true.
And whether
I
people
gotta give it to him. He capitalized while the ref was down and then did what he had to do to win it.
He absolutely did.
He did win in a cheap way,
These
but
fans not pleased. But I think Rob James frankly relishes that aspect of it. 26 months.
Ended in just like
26 months. And Rob James has come into the Prophet's home ring and managed to take the title off of him. This is history. This is amazing. An amazing amount of carnage, an amazing match, and an amazing result. We have a new NIW Impact champion, 6% body fat, Rob James. Meanwhile, the former champ being helped out of the ring. He certainly has nothing to be ashamed of. He certainly gave everything there was to give tonight, and Rob James just had a little more. My name is Tommy Saturday. He is Tyler Mear. Thank you so much for checking out this DVD. We will see you at the matches.
Thanks, folks.